Hey everyone, Flying Dutchie here and welcome to Victoria 3. We are gonna play the new DLC or immersion pack, Voice of the People. I have a press copy, so I want to thank Paradox Interactive for giving this to me. And this means I can show it off to you guys. I think it's going to release tomorrow. I can release this on the 21st, I think on the 22nd of May it will be released. So yeah, hopefully you're gonna like this as well. And maybe you're gonna buy it yourself. So we are on the version 1.3.0 and it's a French immersion pack, and they also changed some things that you will get without the DLC. And I'm gonna show it off to you guys in a achievement run as France. It's completely focused on France's immersion pack and some other things, of course, for the rest of the nations. Now let's start a new game here. We already did all the objectives once, so I just do a sandbox game this time. We don't need Iron Man mode, achievements will be available even without. So let's start a new game here. And let's explore this French immersion pack over here. Some new things for the laws, revolutions, but we will go over it at the first episode here. So this is new as well. There's a paper map now. You can see the rivers on the map. So it looks pretty neat if you ask me. And also over here. Carte du monde. Liberté, égalité, fraternité. Yes, we are gonna play as France this time. And we start off with King Louis-Philippe d'Orléans. And this guy will not stay on the throne, because we are going to do some French stuff. Let's read the description. It has been 6 years since Charles X was tossed from the throne in favor of Louis-Philippe. The constant threat to the crown caused Louis-Philippe to rule with an ever-tightening grip. Will France embrace a more liberal future? Yeah, kinda, because I have something planned. So there's number 2 in the world. We have 187 battalions and 80 boats. We are number 2 worldwide at the start. Great Britain, of course, having way more. And yeah, we have a decent amount of troops. Let's start the game. Now the first thing you will see is that everything is blue. We have a very nice blue interface. I really like it. It looks pretty nice. I do have some mods installed. You can see the mods in the description of the video. For example, I have more information over here. I have my buildings to auto-convert to the latest production methods when I conquer more territory. And yeah, let's take a look over the map here. So what is new? We have 3 nations here in Algeria. And we have to do something with it if we want to start getting this for ourselves. And that is here. And it's also a journal entry, the conquest of Algeria. We need to own Oran, Algiers and Constantine. If we don't get this, then we will get large-scale raids. If we complete it, then the raids will go away and we get some more events. So we really want to do this at some point. Maybe at the start of the game. Let's see. We have a journal entry over here. It's called Divided Monarchists. We will get an event at the start of the game, and we need to choose which monarchy we are going to support. At the start of the game, we have Louis-Philippe d'Orléans. He is an Orleanist, and that's a new ideology for France. And the Orleanists like monarchies. They like landed voting and wealth voting. They like the laissez-faire economic system, so they are very liberal. And they are also part of the industrialists, I can see. At least this guy is. And they like free trade, so they are very commercial and very, yeah. They want to make money. Let's keep it that way. But there are also 2 other ones, and I think we can already see one of them. This is the second one, the Legitimists. They also like the monarchy, but they like an autocracy. So they just want to have full power for the king or emperor. And they like a state religion, and they don't like free speech. So they are completely, yeah, bleh. Let's keep it that way. But there's someone else that we want, and we will get an event soon to click this on. So let's just prepare the game for now. So this is still the same, I think. We don't have to look at this. We have a rivalry with Great Britain. We have Tahiti as our protectorate. And we own an obligation from Greece at the start of the game. So this is new. You can now see over here who is in the government. And this is the opposition. And you can see the sizes of the boxes. How much clout the people have. So the landowners have a lot of power. The military is the second highest power. And this symbol gives the party affiliation. So we have 3 interest groups in the Resistance Party. And we have the Republican Party. As well in the government, which is part of my king at the moment. So we'll give an extra boost to my legitimacy. And the more legitimacy, the better it is for getting loyalists and enactment time. So here you can see all your loyalists and radicals. That is new. I think it's a nice addition to see which party group is not for you and which ones are loyal. But that's really nice. When you have political movements, they show up over here. Elections will come in 1840. And this is also new. We have some agitators. But let's go over here at the end of the setup. This is still the same, this screen. So, not going to look at this anymore. We have new laws as well. We have a single party state now. Which gives a lot of authority. Of course. And the state is governed by a single legal political party, which has a monopoly on all political activity within the nation. So that is a new thing. Some new things as well. I think an ethno-state, no, we already had that one. We have state atheism. You can give the Catholic Church even less clout and get more authority. But all religions will be discriminated. And you need to convert everyone to atheism. So that is something, maybe for the end game or something. I don't know. That is new. This is still the same. This is still the same. That one as well. And here we have an industry ban for the rural folk. We can no longer build heavy buildings. And we have, I think the rest is the same. Yeah, that was already in. That is still the same. That is still the same. This is new. We have now a land reform law. You have serfdom. We have tenant farmers. Agricultural land is owned by hereditary elites. Workers are not tied to the land and may seek alternative employment if they can find it. So that is what we have right now, but this gives the landowners a lot of political strength. Now when you go further, we have a commercialized agriculture. And agriculture is a business like any other, subject to market forces and owned by capital. This way you can get free peasants for your subsistence farms and other subsistence buildings. And you have homesteading. This gives the rural folk more political strength. And this gives the homesteading for the subsistence building, so very interesting. Farmers lay claim to plots of land which they work alongside their hired laborers, so farmers become very powerful. They will have people working for them. And you have a collectivized agriculture. Agricultural land is organized into plots worked by groups of farmers as a joint enterprise. This gives bureaucrats a lot of power. And oh, it's a lot of modifiers, so we might work with this later in the game as well. This is still the same. That is also still the same. Public school and health is also still the same. I think nothing else has changed over here. No, that is all still the same. Okay. So we have a couple of new things that we can work with. At the start of France, you will start with a lot of institutions. We have a colonial affair of level 1. I will go to level 2 at the start of the game. We have some social security already. We have education of level 2, law enforcement 1 and home affairs 1. So we have some institutions for France at the start of the game. That reminds me, we should start colonizing at the start of the game. We do have some interest in Africa, we have it in England and in Iberia and in Europe. I think I'm gonna add some provinces in Africa. Can we colonize something over there? No. Let's just add these things over here. And I think we're gonna do everything that has at least normal malaria. So I think I'm gonna start all the colonies. We have 2 at the start of the game. We have Ivory Coast and Senegal. But I think I'm gonna colonize everything over here. And I think the start of the game, we are going towards malaria prevention, which is quinine. So we will get colonization. No, we get oh, we only need pharmaceuticals. And then we can go to quinine, and that will remove all the effect from malaria, and we can just colonize that very quickly. I think that will be the starting tree to do. Alright, now that is out of the way. Construction-wise, we are gonna build a couple more construction sectors. Let's build 10 of them at the start of the game, and then we will start building our universities. Now let's go over our buildings. The first thing I always do is put the university to the latest production method. And do we want to keep them clerical, or do we want to remove the clergy? I think I'm gonna remove the clergy. For the government, of course, we are going to the latest production method as well. Free churches, please. And let's work on the buildings a bit later. We do already have level 2 for the mines, that's nice. Can put that one up. And I really want to put my military to the latest production method and just focus on that at the start of the game. Because then all the troops are getting stronger. We are losing some money, we have some authority. Let's set our authority up. We are having consumption taxes on wine at the start of the game. I will put it on services, because it's just too much money to not take. And liquor as well. And I guess also on luxury furniture. There we go. We have a lot of influence. Now, the goal of this run, let's talk about that first, is to get some achievements. And we have new achievements in this immersion pack. We can pass a law with the support of an agitator that we didn't look at yet. That is an achievement. We can exile an agitator with at least 100 popularity. And have an armed forces coup the government. Not sure how that is gonna work. What I will try to do is this, the Paris Commune. As France become a council republic and have a command economy. We will go communist eventually. We also want Belle Époque. Starting as France, have the highest GDP per capita and innovation generation in the world. So, that's something I will try to do. We can't do that one. Maybe we'll become atheist when we are communist, but not earlier, I think. It never ends. This is what I want. So you already know which way I will go. I will go the Bonaparte dynasty. I will get Napoleon III on the throne, which happened in real life as well. I think he ruled from 1848 until 1870. So in 12 years he should be on the throne. And I will do this. Then we have to become a republic. And then we stamp out monarchism. So we will first become Napoleon dynasty, then we will become a republic, and then we will stamp out monarchism, and then we will become a communist country. That's what I try to do. So we cannot do this one, I think, the defeat the communists event, because we want to become communist. So I think we have to do another run as France. And I think... yeah, I want to do this one. Complete the Natural Borders of France journal entry. We will get some journal entries that we need to conquer more land, because people become jingoists, I guess. And we have L'Allemagne c'est rien. As France, prevent Germany from unifying until 1930. So there are a lot of achievements that I want to try to get. And the first thing is to put someone on the throne that is a Napoleonist. Or a Bonapartist, I should say. So we will get an event soon that we can choose, but not at the start of the game. That should come very soon. Okay. That is done. Do we have something here? Yeah, we have some decisions. We can survey the Suez Isthmus. We will not do this. I will try to do the Treaty of Turin. We need to have an obligation, and we need to have nationalism research, and we need to have amicable relations with people that own Savoy. So we'll try to get this state over here without going to war with this option. And I think that is going to be it. Is there anything that is called stamp out monarchism? I guess the stamp out monarchism will come when we are going into a republic. So it's gonna take some more time. I think we are ready to start the game. Let's improve with people around us. We are rival with Great Britain, which is fantastic, I think. So let's just improve with the people that I care about. I think Austria will be a very good ally in this this run, and they are genial. So we might be able to get an alliance with them when we have enough relations. Now let's unpause the game. And what is this? Yeah. So we are colonizing over here, but we don't have a port, so we have to build ports here. And this is a new pop-up that you get, that you know that you need to build a port. So I will put in the port after the construction sectors. I think that is the only one. Yeah. Okay. Good. So this is also new. You can now see the low standard of living with a bit more information. We can't really do anything about it, so not gonna look at it. And we have expensive government goods that we need to save, that we need to solve eventually. Okay. Now we should get an event soon. What I also should try to do is start conquering Algeria. We have a couple of enclaves, Oran, Algiers and Constantine here. And yeah, you can read this if you want. Vive la France. We will need to own Oran. You can see it highlighting on the map. That state, that one, and that one. So this whole region. And if we will do this, then we will no longer get large-scale raids. We will see this happen very soon. And we trigger the event, the Proclamation of Algiers. So let's start getting to war. We have no infamy, so we should really go to war. So what we can do, because we don't have claims here, I think. No. We can see that over here, by the way. Do we have the return state option? Oh, we only have conquer state. Yeah, we have no return states. So what I will do is vassalize this region. I can make them into a puppet or in a dominion. Now I think when you put them in a dominion, you need to go to war with them to make them a puppet, and then to go to war with them again to annex it. We have to annex Algeria and incorporate these states eventually. So I will go for puppet. It will give 14 infamy, and let's see what is going to happen here. I'm gonna put my general, Honoré Charles Ray. He is a brave. He's going over there. And we have Guillaume Dode de la Brunerie, I should say. He is a trench rat, so he has more defense. But he will go and charge over there. Do we have some free troops? We have 30 free troops in the France headquarters. So I could upgrade one of these. I could also look for a new commander. And I like a expert offensive planner, but he's also reckless. You know what? Let's get this guy. There we go. That is done. Let's just unpause the video. And let's see if we're going to have to fight someone else for all this. Great Britain has colonized Kenya. Oh. Great Britain is fighting me over Kenya. Interesting. I don't like that. But oh well. There's nothing we can do about it, I guess. Let me take a look at my markets. So we have a little bit of transportation, but not enough. Iron is expensive and explosives. Okay, so we really need to get more explosives, because I think we are using explosives for ammunition. Are we importing this? Okay, we are only importing explosives, so we should make our own explosives. We don't have a chemical plants yet, you can see that over here. So we should build some chemical plants and also some motor industries, so we can get our own trains. Because we are importing everything from Great Britain at the moment. Well, no, that's not true. We are importing engines from Great Britain. Dice from Netherlands, wood and hardwood from Russia, explosives from Belgium. Okay. And we have an event over here. Why do I not see it over here? It should list up over here, but there is no... Oh, there could be a bug in the game then, that I don't see the laws, but let's see. This is the event I'm talking about. So this is our current ruler. 3 dynasties have claims on the French throne. The Orleanists, these ones that I showed you, that are economically laissez-faire and free trade. And they line back to the constitutional July monarchy. The Legitimists support the descendants of Charles X, that was dethroned 6 years ago. They want a state religion and they don't like free speech. People should not say anything. They are completely... They would love to become a dictator. And also... The Bonapartist lines seek to restore the Napoleon's French Empire. Now, we are going to go this way. They also like a monarchy, of course. All the pretenders like a monarchy. We like an autocracy, professional army, and interventionism. So, I love this, because I like interventionism and the professional army as well. We are just not going autocracy or oligarchy, because we will become a republic. But we will support the Bonapartist pretenders. We can also choose for Orléans and the Legitimist, or down with the monarchy, but first we need to get Napoleon on the throne. He is the cousin of Napoleon Bonaparte, that we all know. And now what we need to do... the following. The progress bar will advance so long as a leader with our preferred candidate's ideology remains in the government. When the progress bar is filled, a monarch of our preferred dynasty will be enthroned. Some interest group leaders can be swayed to support a candidate using character interactions. So we need to put one of the people in the government and make him a Bonapartist. Then this will go up, and when that happens we will get someone of the House of Bonaparte on the throne. So let's go to our government. At the moment we have 4 people in the government. We have the landowners, who are already Orleanists, so if I click on this guy and go here, I cannot sway them to Bonapartism, because they have the ideology Orleanist, so we can't do that one. Then we have the armed forces, who are the second most powerful interest group in the government. And this guy is a moderate. So what we can do is sway this guy to Bonapartism. And we are going to do this. The opposition gets -2 approval. Now, but this guy is now a Bonapartist, and it will start ticking up my progress bar to get Napoleon on the throne. Now, we cannot sway more, because we have a modifier. Now, we cannot sway this guy, because he is a legitimist. And we have a cooldown until 18th of December 1840. So in 4 years we can no longer sway people. So we don't have to look at that anymore. Alright. Let's have a look at the last thing I want to talk about. And that is the Agitators. So that is new. you can get agitators in your country and ask them to start a movement. So for example, we have Giuseppe Mazzini, and he is a radical. He likes a presidential republic and a parliamentary republic. He likes universal suffrage, protected speech, and guaranteed liberty. So this guy would be a fantastic prime minister or president for our country. The thing is, we can't do this right now because we want to get Napoleon on the throne first for our achievements. But if you want to become a republic, you can invite this guy and you can see what he will do. He will start a movement to enact a presidential republic, and that way it will be easier for you to pass laws. And I guess this guy can also become the leader of the intelligentsia in some way, but I don't know that yet, so I'm not gonna get this agitator because I don't want this right now. Do I want to change some laws at the start of the game? We have, well, voting. That is not bad. Laissez-faire. I don't want laissez-faire. Maybe I want colonial exploitation. It gives tension. Yeah, we will have more tension, but we will have more throughput in our colonies. That's not a big deal, I guess, to change that one. We already have public schools, which is fantastic. But we have no health system. We could get charity hospitals, but that will make the Catholic Church more powerful, which I don't want to do. No, I think I don't want to change any laws at the start of the game. Appointed bureaucrats is completely fine. No, I don't think I'm going to change any laws. Maybe we'll get some people going for something. Let's just unpause the video and see what happens with this war. Let's go to speed 4. No one is going to help them at the moment. I like the name, Mascara. Is this the place where mascara comes from? That would be very funny, if you ask me. So we're gonna get rid of some of our bureaucracy because we are increasing our colonial points. And what we want to do is get this number to 109 innovation, so we can research technologies quicker. That will be the next thing to do after we did our construction sectors and the port. Can upgrade our universities to research quicker. We have more interest activated. And there is normal malaria over there, so I guess we're gonna start all these colonies as well. Just so we have it started. And now we just need to make sure that we are going to get quinine, so we can colonize it quicker. So you can see that this number goes up when this goes to 60. I think that is 5 years. I think it's per year. Then we will get Napoleon III on the throne, who is the son of the brother of Napoleon, Bonaparte. What is also new is that you can, when there is some sort of agitator that is a historical guy, you can go to the Wikipedia site and see the information about the people. So that is very interesting. The munitions industry is completed. Yeah, there is something going on here that I don't see. That is annoying. I don't see the events popping up. And it could be because I'm using mods. But which mod is that going to be? I don't know. I mean, it will auto-resolve, so... Let's see what happens. This should pop up in 60 days, right? So maybe we will let it just happen over there. I'm not gonna raise my military funding. they are completely fine. Mascara has almost no troops, so you're just gonna take it. What is this? Subjugation refused? Prussia is asking Sardinia Piedmont to become a protectorate. What the hell is happening? That is insane. Yeah, I think I'm not seeing the events because of the mod that I'm using. But I don't know which mod, so let's attack Mascara over here. So this is the raid event. Yeah, I don't see the events. That is pretty annoying. But these should pop open, right? When there is 30 days left, so we could continue. I think I'm gonna change it after this episode. Now we are of course a lot stronger. We have 44 events here and here as well. The highest in the world is 49, so we have very strong armies. It should pop up soon. No? I don't want to lose these events. I am afraid that this is the case. The Russians want a trade agreement. Yeah, we can accept that. Yeah, we are not gonna see the events. That is pretty annoying. I will go for the technology. And this is the first raid event. We get this all the time until we conquer all of Algiers. And what do we get from these raids? Migration attraction, mortality, and we lower our relations. Or the same. And Thomas Bugeaud will be court-martialed. There is 50% chance he will be found guilty and dismissed for his failures. Do we want to get rid of this guy? Meh. Don't think so. Okay, we are building the port. It is time to start building universities. Now you can do two things. You can spam universities in one place, or you spread them around. I think it is more important for the start to get one big. Let's start with 5 universities and see where we are. To get the throughput bonus in Paris. Okay, now we have one front, so we should win this war pretty easily. What are my private constructions doing? They are building silver mines and cotton plantations. Okay. Let's take a look at a couple of these things. We have an iron shortage in the French market. Ooh. Can we import some more somewhere else? Let's get some iron from Russia. We have a trade agreement with them. So we can get more. It should go up over time. Let's take a look at our existing production methods. We are using the dye workshops and the craftsman sewing. We are making more furniture and luxury. We can make even more luxury furniture. But then we use more tools. Let's turn it on. I can also make my own ceramics. Let's turn it on as well. And then I will just focus on solving the economy with the latest production methods. We can get more reinforced ships, but we don't need more clippers at the moment. Not gonna do that one. We have market squares. I could use gas streetlights, but we don't need more services. We don't have the transport at the start of the game. Okay, and the rural stuff. We could do this, but we have no fertilizer at the start of the game. So let's not do this. I could put tools on it, but we don't have the tools really at the start of the game. I can make a little bit of fertilizer this way. But yeah, then we're not going to use it. Yeah, we just need to start building fertilizer. That would be the best thing to do in my opinion. Okay, this war will be over very soon. They can't do anything about it. And yes, I would love an alliance with Austria. Because we are going to war with Prussia. Eventually. Now we have some colonies, of course. There will be some gold later on in French Guyana. We also own the French West Indies. We have some plantations over here. And what do we own as well? Of the colonies, of course. We own this stuff here. We have 2 sugar plantations on this thing. And we own Pondicherry with 2 dye plantations. And I think that is it. New event. The rural folk have expressed their concerns about government decisions clearly favoring the interests of the industrialists. We can make one of them happy. We can make the rural folk not angry. Oh, yeah, we can. Let's do this. So, we have no penalties anymore, which is good. Get a bit more technology spread. And there we go. The first universities are getting built. It will be expensive, that's for sure. But I think it's very important to start your innovation to go up to the maximum. Do you already want to peace out? Yeah. There we go. Mascara has been puppeted. And we are going for more puppets later in the game. I will end the episode here, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe. Say something in the comment section. Check the description if you want to see the mods and all my other links and my PC specs, etc. And I hope you're gonna like this French run in Victoria 3, Voice of the People. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.